Multiplayer Fallout 4. Oh, don't. Don't tempt me like that? Tempting isn't the right word, but... Good God, I would love multiplayer Fallout 4. I think I've heard of mods that do it. I know there's an incomplete Fallout New Vegas multiplayer mod. Okay, there we go. Hey, we've got an alchemy vial. I guess I'll make some more glass. Multiplayer Skyrim. I really would love it if Bethesda actually committed to making their games multiplayer in the future. I would play so much more of them if that was the case. Let's make a cooking pot. Let's see, I still need some pine slabs, so let's get those. Not sure how many I need. Okay, so I can make the tailoring table. Oh, good, you make multiple. Leatherworking needs pine planks. Does it tell you 4? Might be out of nails. Yeah, I'm out of nails at this point. Can I make more? I probably have to make them over here. I can make some. I don't know if I care about locks or hinges yet. They're probably used for doors. I can make tin gauntlets. Mana cost penalty, though. 12%. Stamina cost penalty, attack casting speed. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make casting gear. Multiplayer Frostpunk. Oh, dude, that'd be lovely. Maybe not competitive, though. Like, I really want to play more cooperative-ish RTSs. I'm sick of competing with my friends, because it never ends up being fun. Okay, so what else do I need? Stone blocks and pine planks. Let's see. So can I make the pine milling table? There we go. I'm just gonna have a big row of crafting tables. I don't even know what, like, half of them do. We'll probably become semi-intimately familiar with half of these, though. Okay, so what can I make here? Fried cabbage, cooked rabbit. I don't think I actually got any rabbit. I think I just let them all go. So we can make burlap shoes or burlap sack. Placeable container. Has some space. Well, I'll make one. Same thing with the shoes. Good tailoring EXP, but I don't want to do more than that. Okay, so we can make a burlap. Let's see. So I just need chicken feathers, right? I think I've got a bunch stored away somewhere. There we go. This one. Okay, burlap pillow. Burlap bedding. Burlap sleeping bag. Okay, cool. So now I can move my my spawn space. We can also make burlap emblems. Placeable decorations. Well, I gotta make some more burlap. I've got to start farming jute. Okay, let's see. Which one of these is jute seeds? There it is. Okay. I guess let's get over here and just level this whole place out, because apparently farming is really important in this game. Want that workshop to have a roof. I'll work on it. Once my tree farm gets a little bit more... you know what? I'm gonna put the tree farm over here. And I'm gonna put the farm over on the other side. And then I'll start working on making an actual workshop. Why did you play any Blade and Soul? Is that the Korean MMO? No. I pretty much don't play MMOs, period. They're kryptonite for a channel. There are very few channels that can, like, make a living off of World of Warcraft or Blade and Soul or anything like that. And I don't have free time outside of, like... Let's see, tin below. That's not tin. That's salt. I don't know if the salt's actually useful. It's probably for, like, cooking or something. Or maybe alchemy. It could be alchemy. I guess, no, that's mud. I need more clay, honestly. But yeah, this really is my, like, break time that you're watching. I was like, do I go to bed? Do I keep playing? I don't want to record anything strenuous, so instead let's just check out and play a sandbox game for a while. Now, there are some, like, notable exceptions. There are some specific MMOs that have sandbox elements that do well. But for the most part, it's just best to stay away from them if you're a YouTuber. Even if they're fun. I know specifically Shell and myself are probably going to play a little bit of not Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Online Somerset. Over the next couple days. Mainly once my parents are gone. Because they were super nice and sent me some keys and stuff. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online is ESO. I know. But so I will probably play like a bunch of I'll probably play a bunch of that, some amount of that with her. Mainly because I've always wanted to try Elder Scrolls Online, see if it's any good. The tutorial was really boring when I played it, which is not great, but no, whatever. This is all mud. But yeah, personally, I just stay away from MMOs. They're just not worth my time. They're fun, and I can totally, like, I'm not going to judge people for liking them. I used to play World of Warcraft. Not obsessively, but I used to play World of Warcraft for, oh geez, hours every day. That was my jam for, like, the longest time. But it's tough nowadays. I still need some more clay. What is... Oh, right. I was gonna put a garden over here. No, as far as garden spots goes, this ain't bad. Put the dirt down under number 5. That's the wrong one. There we go. Let's see. Do I fill... Yeah, let's fill this whole area in. We might as well have it be level with the rest of my, base. I guess it's not quite. What is this gonna do? I'm gonna take a drink before I break the endless water fountain. I can't break it. Okay, so in that case, we'll lower everything else. Do I play any shooters? Not really, no. Tried Overwatch, and it was fun, but I found myself kind of hating it. I don't like losing, I'm not a competitive person, and so the concept of loss needs to be... I need to lose at least 50% of the time to have fun. Or not lose. I need to win 50% of the time to have fun. So playing like a competitive shooter, I would have to get really good to enjoy it. And I just don't have the, I just don't have the will or the interest to get good enough at that sort of thing to, like, make it worthwhile, if it makes sense. Also, once again, YouTube kind of kryptonite. There are some channels, I guess Fortnite right now, I guess you could call that a shooter. But Fortnite of course, is the primary YouTube game. I tried that. I didn't like it. I found it was disappointing, unfortunately. It wasn't bad, it just... I was hoping for something else. We don't want the petals. I don't know if I want a wheat seed. I'll grab featherfew. Whatever, I'll just grab whatever. The potatoes are helpful. Mainly, I guess, the more farming I do, the better. It'd be nice if I could sort this by type. But like, literally when it comes to video games, instead of asking me, Wander, what do you play? Just look at my channel, man. I am, I wear my... I guess I wouldn't say that my heart on my sleeve, but I definitely wear my, like, Oh, those are petals. What am I doing? I definitely do not hide what video games I play. You see them. You see all of them. The only things that I do off camera are write and draw. Rarely, honestly. Let me see, what do we got? We still got a bunch of things, but I don't know if I can do much with it right now. Still tanning that. It's still burlap cloth. Can I make, leather light boots? Mana cost penalty, it's less. I'll do it for now. It's probably not going to drive the price up too much. And it's probably better than, just taking all this damage whenever I fight anything. And I will slowly get to the point where I don't look like a complete boob. I gotta get some more burlap, though. Ugh. I did just plant a bunch of jute, though, so that should help. And I do still draw on stream. This is true, yes. Can I, like, put that on top of something? I was really hoping I could stack the, sack on top. I really like the crafting loop in this game. It feels good. Just a lot. Let's put away the gravel, the mud, and the rock and the muck. Those are completely useless to me. Bone meal. Put away the feathers. Okay, there we go. I guess let's go back to the elevator for now. Let's see. Ever thought about doing retro roguelikes? I have. They do terribly. Unfortunately, so if I ever talk about like YouTube Kryptonite, a lot of it comes down to like people don't like to watch ugly games. People don't like to watch old games. People don't like to watch games from certain genres. Puzzle games, specifically. A lot of AAA. And there's very little I can do about that. And so, like, I would love to do a series on NetHack. But if Caves of Cud didn't do well, NetHack ain't gonna do well at all. And so I am always, like, stuck in this kind of weird... I wouldn't say loop, but this, like... hole. Maybe. And you can't climb out of it. You're constantly, like, pigeonholed into several things. And so, like... what I put up on YouTube is generally the stuff that I like. But there's a very distinct, actually, let's go up just a bit. Can I reach that? No. I'm gonna put that there. But, you know, I'm pigeonholed into maybe not necessarily playing the games that I like all the time, but usually the stuff that I like. Obviously, there are notable exceptions. You know, some games that I play too long or that I don't like and then I throw away because I don't like them and I don't want to like force myself. But I'm sure if I could play anything I ever wanted, my channel would probably look a fair bit different. Probably a lot less completed series, honestly. I think I'd just jump around forever. Because if it weren't for YouTube, I would honestly never beat any game. That's part of the reason why I both love and hate early access games, because I don't have to beat them. But, they also, generally, I play them when they're bad, which does suck. And come on, man, don't ask me about Warframe. I got, like, 200 episodes on Warframe. Okay, maybe not there yet. I gotta go back to filming that. I gotta go back to filming, like, a shit ton of things. There's so many games. There's so many games. And I just decided to play this. This is one of those days. I got sick again. Yesterday. And I had like 100 and something fever. It was awful. And it was just shelling myself, sitting in bed, miserable. Just unable to do anything. If I put this here, no, it doesn't really actually show us anything. I was hoping it would, like, be just enough light radius that we could see some, like, copper. Just off of this. But, like... I picked this game up mainly because I was mad at It Lurks Below and Kepler for being too early access. And so I was like, I just want to play a Terraria, like, where I can zone out. Like, Starbound has got me on this bad kick, where I just want to play, like, really, really relaxing, chill games right now. And so, anytime I, like, look at my list of games that I haven't beaten yet, it's just like, these are all games that I have to try on. Or I could just go play a sandbox game. What's the next AAA game you're looking forward to? I wouldn't exactly say it's a AAA game, but the one that I'm looking forward to the most is Deadfire. Probably from this month. I'm trying to think of other AAA games that are coming out this specific month that I'm coming up with blanks. I guess the Dark Souls remaster is the other AAA game that I'm really looking forward to. Other than that, maybe the Spider-Man game? I'm waiting for E3 to know what the hell's coming out this year. Because... otherwise, I just am totally lost. There's too many games. And I can't keep up with them all. I try. I also try to stay away from AAA games. Unless they look amazing, I try not to play them. Because I always kind of get a reduced amount of viewership again. Roguelikes are usually pretty reliable. That's why I play them. Roguelikes, indie games. It's also kind of like hit and miss with indie games. You know, I can pick up game that releases that day and nobody's ever heard of it, so I guess it's just like, well, alright. You kind of need a symbiosis for YouTube streaming video games to work. The game has to have some level of notoriety itself, and then I have to be there to kind of make it available for people to see and understand and whatnot. And if a game is so unknown, nobody's ever heard about it, that everybody just doesn't even bother to look, then it's not worth it for me to cover, which usually means the game's sunk. There are some exceptions. A lot of old school roguelikes exist, you know, perfectly fine without YouTubers being involved, but like, that's a good example. I guess kind of Has-Been Heroes was one of those games I really loved, but nobody had any interest in it, and it sucks, because, you know, I did like a 30-part episode series on it, and I eventually, like, killed it, because it just wasn't doing great on my channel. I think after the fact it actually still got, like, a bunch of views, but at that point it was kind of too late, and I've lost my touch with the game. But, so for Has-Been Heroes, I I think it did commercially mediocre. They could have done better. I don't think their follow-up game was much better either. I guess another one would be, oh shoot, what was the game that I played with Shell? With the Valkyries. Full Metal Furies, there we go. That was a game that nobody heard about, and it sucked, because that was a brilliant game. It was made by the Rogue Legacy people, and it was awesome. And everybody just kind of was meh about it. It's the best brawler I've ever played. And so it always sucks to, like, have that happen, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna commit to this series. Even though nobody's watching it just because this game's good enough. I want to go listen to the Full Metal Fury soundtrack. Oh, that was good. Hey, Seagull. How's it going? I almost never talk to my audience directly anymore. I used to greet people by name, but it always felt weird. But sometimes I will. For people. I don't like watching co-op games. That's a shame. There's some damn good co-op games. Like, Full Metal Furies was one of those, like, special co-op games that I just, I had so much fun with that one. It's actually really fun solo, too, because you can switch between the characters. That will be one of those games. Full Metal Furies, oh, that's what I should send to my aunt. For whatever reason, my complete Luddite of an aunt, who's married to my complete, I don't even know how to describe him. So, I've got a lot of aunts and uncles. And one of my, I guess, my uncle on my mother's side and his wife, they have never had any interest in me. Ever. Pretty much. And apparently they went hiking with my parents yesterday, because my parents are in town. And I guess I came up in conversation. And, my aunt's, like, actively asked, hey, do you have, like, some videos of his that I could watch? And I'm like, what? My aunt who's married to the whack job uncle that was the cool uncle. No. And also, he's dead. This is a different aunt. I have so many aunts. I have so many everythings. It's a problem. They're starting to die. It'll be simpler in about 20 years. That feels really grim to say, and I don't like saying it, but I don't know, it's easier to just kind of take things lightly instead. Let's see. Do I have enough? I probably have enough supplies. Let's start heading back. How lovely would it be if we found out this game doesn't have fall damage? I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. But, you know, this lady is like 60-something years old and apparently cares about my YouTube channel, which is a weird feeling. I don't know. Not a big deal, but now I have to think of a video to send her. Normally I wouldn't. I finished the story about my aunt. Not much to tell, it's just weird for me. I mean, as a YouTuber, I don't generally expect, anybody over the age of 40 to be interested in my stuff. Some people are, and, you know, that's cool. And I'm definitely not gonna judge them. Bucket? No bucket. Just gonna keep making stuff. Can I make more tin bars? Yes, I can. Send her Stardew. No! No! Jesus. That'd be weird. Hi, Aunt Bonnie. Here's garbage. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it garbage, but, we are weird shits. Especially during Stardew. Send her Stick of Truth. I mean, she might have heard of, she has possibly heard of South Park. She did have kids who grew up 10 years before me. So, like, South Park might have actually been something they were interested in. Still waiting on the jute to grow, so I can't really make much here. Or here. What can I mill? I can mill salt, wheat, and bone meal. I think milling is for alchemy, so let's just get started on it. Okay, cherries and cabbage. Okay, what else can I make? Nope, that's none of that. I'm just gonna keep doing these. Apparently I can travel at some point to, like, different locations, but I don't know when and where I'm gonna be able to do that. Let's see. I guess what I could do, if I need more jute immediately, I could just leave the area. Let's see. Let me see. So I've got a ton of copper, tin, whatnot. Maybe it's something I can make over here now. Because I haven't actually checked to see if I can make anything new on this side. Mostly, no. None of this is what I'm looking for. I want to see if I can make something that's better than the tin anvil. But I have yet to actually see anything of the sort. Ooh, ow. Can I make any more glass? Yes. Might as well make the alchemy bottle. You'd be surprised how many older people do actually watch your vids. I actually have exact statistics for it. I know not how many, like, quantifiably, but well, no, I could actually probably get it down to a specific number-ish. But I have percentages, and I know the vast majority of my audience is between 18 and 50. Which actually ain't bad. I don't like catering to kids. I don't mind kids, but with with Scrap Mechanic, it was definitely kind of pulling teeth at some points. Wow, I can't sprint for long. Is this wolf still here? Get out of here. Oh, you know what? As we go by, I'm just gonna chop down every tree and maybe just replant them where they fall. Do I have any? Yeah. This way I don't have to deal with it. I swear I chopped down these trees previously. I wonder if they just randomly... I wonder if they just randomly grow in the area. Be pleasant if that was the case. Okay. They were looking for jute. Another wolf. Okay, I can remove that one. Good. I still get the pine mace. God damn it. I was trying to get rid of that pine mace. I could just drop it. I don't really care about this zone. So here's the thing. I've got a big map that I can, I got a giant map. I don't even know how to travel between zones, though. That's the one thing. I haven't figured out how to leave. I'm sure if I checked a tutorial or something, it would tell me exactly how to leave. But so, it's not actually a big deal if I end up strip mining this whole zone. I'm not going to be here for very long. I'll be here for some amount of time. Oh. I'm apparently tired. Oh, well fed increases my maximum HP by a certain amount. But yes, apparently my character has to sleep. I didn't even think about that. That my character would be tired after all this time. Hello, Mr. Bunny. You did not run very fast. Well, something executed these bunnies. Probably that wolf that kicked my ass earlier. And they just don't despawn. Well, that makes my life easier. Ribbit, rabbit, you're going to be my dinner. I don't know if they breed or anything. I'll have to look into sustainability at some point. Ah, here's some jute. And some water, actually. Which I did actually desperately need. Do we have anything in here? Oh, hey! We need more of these giant rat skins as we go by. So I guess I'm going in the cave. Hey! Not only am I going in the cave, we're actually finding resources that I could use. Let's see, can I... There we go. Probably should have just put the platform a little bit lower. Oh well, not the end of the world. See, have I been to town yet? I can't figure out how to get to town. There might be one on on the current map I'm on, but I know there are other towns kind of in the area, but I can't figure out how to leave. So instead, I'm just kind of screwing around right now. Yeah, it looks like looking for caves is actually a better way of getting resources. Because pretty much this entire vein is just chock full of tin. Is that more tin or is that coal? That looks like coal. I don't really need more coal. Until I need more coal. Just go to the edge of the map and you can go somewhere else. Oh, good to know. I'm probably gonna keep bumming around here for at least a little while longer, though. I've got a bunch of, I've got a bunch of resources to grab. Mainly, I'm still kind of trying to get my basic resource chain, and I'm not entirely sure if, what's gonna be harder. I would like to go to town, though. I don't know. Mainly, I feel like if I leave this zone, I'm not coming back. And so I figure I might be better to just get what I need and then come back later. Fortunately, there's so much shit that I can grab. But yeah, maybe I should actually just go back. Why wouldn't I come back? Because why wouldn't I just go to a new area and see what's there instead? I'm not very big on permanence. Like, even in other games, I'll just constantly be like, let's go do something else. I've only ever lived in one location for 5 years in my life. And so, why start now? Why start now in a video game? Why start now in anything? Keep moving on. I'm not even like a nomadic kind of person, because that would be like constantly moving. I just have no like loyalty to an area. Like, how many of you guys have lived where you currently live for your entire life? Probably a lot of you. Probably? I don't know. My assumption is most people have. Whenever I'd like move to a new school district, it was always everybody had been there their whole lives, and so I was always kind of the odd man out when it came to, oh my god, there's so much copper here. Or not copper, tin. I needs it all. 7 different homes, do not recommend. Yeah, I've done that. Let's see, how many homes have I lived in? 2, maybe 3 houses in Minnesota. 2 houses in... 2 houses in New Mexico. 1... Okay. So, 3 in Minnesota. I think? It's like 2 or 3 in Minnesota. The problem is I was too young, so I don't remember very well. 5... 6... 8... 8 houses plus 4 temporary living situations. over the course of my life. When I say, like, temporary living situations, I mean, like, I lived with Shell and her family for about 3 months. I lived in an apartment for 3 months. Oh, I'm not even thinking about dorm situations. Okay, then that, yeah, ugh. But almost every one of those, divide the number in half, and those were in, like, completely different locations. Yeah, I've just been moving all over the place, and it's not terrible. I never made a whole lot of friends, which really wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. Like, people are kind of... Oh, shit! Oh. Well, then. Guess who gets to win this day? Can I hit them from here? No. Alright. Anybody know any good stories? I'm gonna be here for a little while. It's a good thing I went into this cave. I like this exploration system. 19 or 20 for you. Whee! I'm getting there. By the time I finally settle down, it'll probably be 2025. Part of it is, like, I like moving. As weird as it sounds, I really enjoy... I really enjoy being in different locations in the US. Because it makes it... Oh, shit, there's still a bunch of these rats everywhere. Okay, whatever, I'll just fight him in melee. Unfortunately, there's no magic stat. Let's see, what's this guy have on him? Ooh! I guess if I had gone this direction originally, we would have been able to get, we would have actually been able to get some of these things. Can I get the miner helmet? I wonder if the miner helmet provides, light. Nope! That's unfortunate. We got a bunch of resources here. I guess I'll grab them as we go by. Wander, are you having trouble with allergies? I don't know. I had a fever yesterday, but most of my symptoms were allergy based, so it was really hard to tell. But I have been having wicked migraines. Apparently, the city I'm in actually is the highest allergy index in the country, I think. So I've been feeling off. I've been feeling sick, for sure. But I don't have that bad of allergies. My main issue with allergies is back in the Northeast. So I've kind of been happily avoiding the problem down here. I haven't really tested down in the West. I grew up in California for a while. But I never really had, like, a whole lot of allergy problems there, either. Had some gnarly allergy issues when I was in not New Mexico, North Carolina. Because they had these trees that would just... It was like walking through a gas cloud, walking under them during the season. The pollen was so thick, if you breathed in, you would then breathe out pollen, and it was just the worst. That shit made me sneeze. That shit made anybody sneeze. Oh, this is all clay here. I should probably grab this as we go by.